Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum dear students. So expecting your good health. In today's lecture we are going to discuss a very important university question from lesson number 9. That is, what is the difference between emotional meaning and objective meaning? Or the statement can be like that: why can't controversies in politics, morals and religion be settled when emotionally toned words are used? That question is quite very important. So the answer to this question is, in this essay the writer discusses in an interesting and convincing manner the use of words in different situations. He is of the opinion that words have different meanings. He says the words can be used in two ways: first, emotionally; second, objectively or scientifically. The main purpose of the use of the words is to describe a thing or point out some of its aspects properly. There are the words which have the same objective meanings as first, not easily changed or influenced, robs, finite, and pig-headed, difficult to deal with, but they have different emotional meaning. Firm shows strong disapproval, obstinate shows right disapproval, and pig-headed shows strong disapproval. The writer gives us many examples to prove his point of view. He is of the opinion that we see a small four-footed animal on the road and call it a dog. It means the dog is a member of the class of four-footed animal. The word dog, as we have used it, it has a plain, straightforward and objective meaning. If a dog has different parents, that is, the mother belongs to Irish Terrier and the father a bulldog, we can call it a dog of mixed breed. The first mixed breed carries an objective or non-emotional meaning. So this is about the objective meaning. So the second point by the writer is that whenever we associate our liking or disliking to a thing, it means that we have attached emotions to it. If we call a dog of mixed breed as mongrel, it means that we have tried to arouse in our hearers an emotional attitude of disapproval towards that particular dog. A word therefore can't only indicate an objective but can also suggest an emotional attitude towards it. Such an emotional attitude is not scientific because approvals and disapprovals are individual. देखिए, सबकी पसंद नापसंद जो है वो इनफरादी होती है. हम अपनी पसंद या नापसंद को दूसरों पे इम्पोज नहीं कर सकते. जब भी हमें अपने अल्फाज के इस्तेमाल में अपनी ज़ाती पसंद या नापसंद को शामिल कर लेते हैं तो वो इमोशनल मीनिंग्स ज़रूर लेके आती है. दे बिलोंग टू आवर सेल्स एंड नॉट टू द ऑब्जेक्ट्स. वी अप्रूव और डिसअप्रूव. ठीक है, हम जिस चीज़ को अच्छा या बुरा कह रहे हैं, ठीक है, वो उसके साथ ताल्लुक़ नहीं है उसका, क्योंकि उसमें हमारी ज़ाती पसंद या नापसंद का दखल होता है. अगर हम किसी शख्स को पसंद नहीं करते तो हम उसके बारे में अच्छी राय नहीं देंगे. ठीक है, हालांकि हो सकता है कि वो शख्स वैसा ना हो, हम उसे पसंद ना करते हों, इस वजह से हम उसके बारे में अपनी राय अच्छी नहीं दे रहे. An animal which is faithful to its master may be a mongrel to the neighbor whose chickens are chased by it. It depends on the situation. अगर एक डॉगी एक शख्स ने रखा हुआ है, वो उसके साथ फेथफुल है, वफ़ादार है, तो उसके लिए तो वो बड़ा अच्छा होगा. ठीक है, लेकिन उसका नेबर जो है उसकी उस डॉगी को पसंद नहीं करता. क्योंकि हो सकता है वो उसकी मुर्गियों का पीछा करता हो, उनके घर में उनको डराता हो, तो वो तो उसको पसंद नहीं करेगा, तो ये वो उसको डिसअप्रूव करेगा. सिमिलरली यही हाल निगरो में भी कलर्ड मैन तो अ न्यूट्रल ऑब्जर्वर बट द यूज़ ऑफ द वर्ड निगर. जब हम उस निगरों के लिए निगर का वर्ड यूज़ करेंगे, सो निगर का वर्ड तब यूज़ किया जाता है जब हम अपनी कंटेम्प्ट, हेटेड को शो करते हैं. दिस विल बी द इमोशनल यूज़ ऑफ वर्ड. The writer thinks that all disputes, politics and religion spring due to the emotional use of words. So we can say that this essay includes three important sections: purpose, method of organization and style. The purpose of the formal essay emotional meaning is to inform and instruct the reader on the subject of emotional meanings of words. First, The use of words is to advise the reader, and word can have subjective and objective attitudes, meanings, as well as having the power to disturb one's natural way of thinking. ٹھیک ہے. So we can guard ourselves from never being influenced by emotional words and phrases that prevent us from thinking objectively when we need to do so. That is, however, we have come to decision on any debatable manner. This essay then guides the reader in the direction of properly translating emotionally toned words into their true objective meanings and understanding words for what they truly mean instead of what they imply. It teaches us how and when the use of objective and subjective words is suitable and useful. ٹھیک ہے. I hope you have got the words, meaning of the words. Stay tuned till next year. Take care of yourself. Stay safe. Stay home. Allah Hafiz.